What's the most influential book ever written? I think the answer to that has to be fairly obvious. The Bible. There can't possibly be any other work of literature that comes even remotely close. But what's the most influential political book? Now, lots and lots of politicians write lots and lots of wonderful books. I've enjoyed plenty of bits by Newt Gingrich, and who can forget Sean Hannity when he's not on Fox News. But, you know, all of these books, I think, despite the fact they generate hundreds of thousands, if not millions of words, are nothing like as influential as what to me is clearly the most influential document ever written. It's only 1,500 words long. I think actually 1,450 something words long. I can't remember the exact number of words, but it is undoubtedly a very short document. It is, if you look at it physically, nothing compared to these great tombs, but it is far, far, far more influential and far, far more important. In fact, all of these other books, these other political books that we read and enjoy, are, if you like, built upon the ideas found in this short text. I'm talking, of course, about the US Declaration of Independence. The US Declaration of Independence, when you read it, is actually surprisingly short, and I recommend you do take a read of it. It won't take you very long, but it sets out in there a set of ideas, a set of principles, which I think are second to none. The Declaration of Independence isn't just influential because it gave birth to a republic, a free republic, the most successful free republic that's ever existed. It gave rise to a set of ideas. Long before anyone had ever heard of the kinds of modern economic problems and modern cultural problems and modern political problems that we grapple with, the founding fathers set out in that Declaration of Independence, the founding generation set out in that Declaration of Independence, a set of principles that can be applied to almost any situation. Now, of course, the Declaration of Independence was followed fairly soon afterwards by a slightly longer document, the US Constitution. If the Declaration of Independence is 1,500 words, I think I'm right in saying the US Constitution is about 4,500 words. It's considerably longer, but it's nothing like as long as the books that these politicians produce today. And yet it too, despite its brevity, sets out a series of principles, a series of rules, and a series of ideals that have done America really rather well. When both of these slim publications were first produced, America was just a small collection of settlements on the eastern seaboard of North America. Armed with the ideas in these slender publications, America expanded not only to become a great continental power, to become a great world superpower. But because of the ideas in the Declaration of Independence and in the Constitution, America didn't do what every other great power in human history has done and become a giant bully and a giant extorter and a Roman-type republic turned empire. No, because of these ideas, America remained true to that Republican idea. America became a great power, but it became the world's first great power, perhaps with the possible exception of Britain, the first world's great power that didn't try to merely exploit and extort. In fact, it was the United States that, with a few glitches along the way, set much of the world free. It was the world's first great power that demanded the dismantling of great empires rather than the creation of a new one. It was a great power, it is a great power, that doesn't demand the submission of client states, but only their goodwill and free trade. It is a great power that exports prosperity and ideas and technology rather than extorting what it can from less fortunate lands. And that's all because of what is written in this slender little booklet. So I think it's imperative upon the world that we make sure that these ideas in this slender little document, the Declaration of Independence and the US Constitution, those ideas are safeguarded. If we can do that, then we can leave it to politicians to publish lots and lots of things, millions and millions of words. So long as they remain true to what's in this book, America and the world will be a better place.